Honorary President still confirmed that he's still on the matter and all that. So it's a good one that this is what he's been waiting for. You know, and when they played the audio for me and I heard his voice, because I missed that program that day and I heard his voice, but Barano have to drop me because he said I was getting too emotional. But I was trying to say, this is the point of the man. He's waiting for the government, and now is the time for him to come back and do what he promised Nigerians, because we're looking forward to him, you know. So I think what we all have been waiting for, we are getting there. The 10 weeks was not going to be forever. So we are getting there. So let's get prepared, because there's no how they can manipulate us anyway. This one, I think they're trying to do that, but I can see that they are still sitting around they are sitting around their round table, let me put it that way, just to see how they can manipulate and all that. But I don't think it will be easy. They can't manipulate us anymore on these results. They cannot. Even for them just to tell us the day alone that Mohbad by, that day alone, let them just tell us that little truth that we already know. Let them confirm that one for us first. If they don't want to begin the doubt, let them confirm that day first for us. Because if anything changed from that day, any other thing that they can't tell us, you know, they make sense too. No, you know, they make sense. That day, that Monday, we want to know. So if you start to begin life for us from that very Monday, then every other thing you want to tell us, we not go here. Oh. We not go here. So justice for Mohbad. Let's just stay calm. Fingers crossed. We are getting there, and the justice must definitely be prevailed. Thank you so much, Itop. Thank everybody, comment section. I appreciate you guys. Never give up. Keep going, keep going. And my love goes to Arifa as well. I don't really have much to say in Arifa. I'm just short of words. I'm really short of words. I didn't expect it to get to this point. Arifa case is not a case that any one of us will be, you know, we even want to stay out.
Mercy.
Yeah.
I want us to skip that.
Okay. I didn't really want to go into that anyway, but my love goes to him, and I pray that everything, and I believe that God is in control. Everything is going to be all right with him by the grace of God. So let's keep praying for him, add him in our prayers, support him in any way we can. I think that's what he needs right now. But every other thing will be fine. Then let's stand on the justice. Let's continue the race that we started in September. Let's continue. We are now in the main part. This is it. The game begins. The game wants to start now. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Ishtok. God bless you, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Messi, for that wonderful one. Very profound. I appreciate you. And also, if you are in the comment section, you are one of the panelists, you will see that I requested that we skip a particular subject. Not that we don't want to talk about the subject or the issue, but I think it was passed on as an instruction not to discuss the issue on the media, on the social media again, for some couple of reasons, which is actually genuine. We know our prayers are with them. Our love is with Mr. Westo, and our prayers are with our heroes, both the ones you all know what I'm talking about. So please, I want to make a request, even if you are coming up, and even if in the comment section, let us just skip some of this subject. We know we love them in our hearts. They are in our hearts every day. They are in our hearts. We talk about them. We think about them. We pray for them. Please, let us skip that subject while we still keep on praying for them. Thank you so much. Oluwatosi, let's have you. Before I go to Oluwatosi, yes, just let me say this here, that this is the headline, but it has not been interpreted. The Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center, according to Punch newspaper, confirmed that the test result for the toxicology, which deals with the inside, and the autopsy, which deals with the outside of the body, has been received from the USA. They just said United States, but the name and the center was not mentioned. The name of the laboratory was not mentioned. They confirmed that it has arrived Nigeria, and the DNA and Forensic Center also said we have forwarded it, transmitted it to the Lagos State Police, and the Lagos State Police said, yes, we, according to Punch newspaper, stated that, yes, it has been received. And now that it has been received, we tried, the Punch newspaper claimed that they tried to get in touch with the police PRO, which is Benjamin Udain. They sent a message. It was not replied. They called through to him. There was no response. But the police said they could not interpret it. It looks more like a medical jargon to them, according to Punch newspaper, and they have also forwarded it to the pathologist. Now, the pathologist will be probably the pathologist that is working with the police, or maybe another pathologist. But I want to believe that the pathologist is a professional, and the interpretation is going on, and it will be read to the. It will not be read to the general public. It's not gonna be published on the paper, but it will first be read in the coroner court. I mean, at the coroner court. That will be like next month, the 15th of May 2024, because I think that is when the next coroner inquest is gonna come up. But let us patiently wait for the interpretation while Baba legal team prepare for the private autopsy and toxicology, while Brekete family on his own prepare for private autopsy and toxicology. If we have Baba's legal team and we also have Brekete family carrying out separate toxicology and DNA, toxicology, DNA and autopsy result, I think, yeah, we're gonna be able to go we're going to be able to make some couple of progress. But let's just believe that the result that was going to be interpreted to us is going to be favorable to the movement of justice for Mohbad. Thank you so much. Uluato say, let's have you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening, my ordinary senator. Good evening to all the panelists, and good evening to all the commenters. I think we are closer than we think. And for this news that we are just receiving now, though they said it has not been interpreted, and I think we should just all wait. Let everybody be calm. There's no cause for alarm. Let's wait for the interpretation. And for me, I know for everybody, the question is, oh, what is going to happen? What's happening to the team? How is the legal team going to cope? I think we don't need to raise that alarm, because Brekete has given us the shoulder to lean on, because that has been a major problem. Like, okay, this team, and we don't have any team working in hand, so what's going to happen? But we should all have in mind that Brekete is fully in this, so we should be assured that whatever thing they are bringing out for the interpretation, though it might be slow, because I don't know how long it would take for interpretation of toxicology. And I remember at the last coroner inquest, the pathologist that came said toxicology results can lead to some other tests. So we don't know how long that interpretation of the result will come out. So in the process of trying to read and interpret, they might get to a stage that you have to run another thing again, like run a test or something, to get the real result of what happened. So we can't say that, okay, so time and so time will determine the interpretation, but we should just keep hope alive. And since we don't have any team on ground, every other team, no team, no structure, nothing, fine. I think for now, for the past 2 days or 48 hours, everywhere is calm. There's no somebody is running helter skelter, this one set seed. I think everybody is okay. I think for me, without them, since we have Brekete, and initially we asked Baba to go to Brekete, we are just doing this by the side. Okay, Brekete can do his thing. Let's just try to do this thing. But now that it's looking like, okay, it's not going to work, then we should not be scared. Nothing is happening. For the past 48 hours, we don't hear anything, and fine. And things are working perfectly, though. Let me assume that. For them bringing out this, that the toxicology is out, then it might be slow, but it's steady. So we should all focus. Let's just put our mind in Brekete. Let's just pour all our hope on Brekete. I think that's the way forward. And let me say this again to the spokesperson to Baba, that's Mr. Muiwa. Whatever it is that he's doing, I'm repeating, whatever it is that he's doing within himself, Now, for us, we all think that he's the one handling it by himself. He doesn't need anybody. And we don't want him to come back and tell us, oh, you need us. So we are assuming that he doesn't need anybody again because he has dissolved whatever structure or team that we are trying to create. So let him hold on to himself. Let him deal whatever it is he wants to deal with. We are looking on to Berekete. We want to hear from him. Whatever he says is what we are going forward with. Not what Mr. Miwa is. He's not even. I'm not sure he can come out to come and address us because for the past 48 hours he has not come out to address why he dissolved, what he's bringing up. So I don't think we need him again right now. Let's just put all our hope in Berekete, and that's what we've been fighting for. Berekete. Let's just put all our hope in it. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Oluwatosin, for that wonderful one. At the end of the day, what I see is that there is light at the end of the tunnel. If just like you said, actually, I don't want to talk too much going to that particular side, but now since you talked about it, I think it's very, very crucial for us. But thank God we have a plan B. Just like people used to say, you don't rely on too much on people when it comes to issue like this. Thank God we have a Berekete family that is also involved in this matter. Imagine if the only people we have are these people that, sorry to say, pardon my word, are these people that messed up day before yesterday and yesterday. Imagine how we will be or how we will look like right now. But thank God we have a Berekete family. And also I want to say thank God we have a strong legal team. And I also want to say thank God we have Baba Mohbad that is still standing strong for justice for Mohbad. If these people were the ones that we were relying on, I think by yesterday several people would have signed out of justice for Mohbad. But looking at the fact that yes, we still have Berekete family, yes, we still have hope. And I'm not ruling them out. They can still achieve one or two things. When I made my submission on York Study platform yesterday, I said something. I said one of the problems that brought about the issue, one of the things that brought about the problem is leadership problem. The leadership problem is actually one of the things, but if they can be able to get it right, yes, I think it should also help. Whether we like it or not, I think somebody is needed for some things. I had somebody making a submission and the person saying if so person is no longer involved in this thing, I'm no longer interested. We have now become a family. We have now become stronger. When last 3 weeks it was strong, we were growing stronger and we were growing bigger, and something happened. It's like it broke down everything. But the truth of the matter is this, that we can still make something. We need this thing. Don't let me lie to us. I'm going to be very sincere with us. I told us yesterday on York Studies platform, I said I was invited to one of the group or one of the body. I don't like using group. And I accepted. I was in there. I'm going to be very sincere with us. The two bodies, very brilliant people were in the two bodies. One body stands for let the donation come in. From what I was able to gather, one body stands for let the donation come in, and the other body stands for what is the money used for. In my own opinion, one is standing for let the money come in, the other is standing for what is the money used for. So you will see that these two bodies are important. But the leadership, I'm not going to go too far. The leadership problem and the ego problem is what actually brought this particular thing down. It's a very good idea, but lack of management brought it down. And we now expose all of our secrets. We expose all of our secrets to the people that are fighting against us. I saw a video today where they brought the face of Crunch Queen, Mr. Handy, I think Mr. Gregzy, and Mr. Muiwa, and everybody. They brought people that are fighting against us are now saying, how can these people get justice for us? We are spreading our dirty linen in the public. But I'm not going to go too far. What I'm going to say is this, that we can still do something in some couple of days before 15th of February, before 15th of May, when the result is going to be read. things can still happen. Positive things can still happen. But I'm going to, is there, okay, Queenie is here. We should be busy by now. Queenie, are you available? You want to make a submission based on the press release?
Senator Ish, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, let's have you.
I mean, I'll just say something briefly. I will start by saying that it's important for us to have an open mind. There's no how things will be going on like this and we won't be corrected or we won't make mistakes. But when we do make mistakes, let's be able to redirect our steps and follow the right track, because we are not angels anyway. And whoever is correcting someone should, correct in love. And whoever is being corrected should have a growth mindset, in the sense that you don't see it as somebody is dragging you in the mud. We are there for one another, so we should be open-minded and be ready to accept correction and make changes. Unless we believe that we are infallible, we are not. And no one is an island. We can't do this in isolation. We have to work in togetherness. I think I've been longing to say that. Just like Senator Ish mentioned also, he said that he found himself in between two groups, where one group is saying, let's go to the right, and the other group is saying, let's go to the left. So where are you going to belong? Do you want to divide yourself into two? So if they ask me in the past too, I will have my opinion to say, okay, concerning this situation, I will be on this side. But that doesn't mean we are enemies. But the problem I notice is that once someone corrects someone, the person correcting someone does like they are that person's parent, and the person who is being corrected takes it as an offense, and then don't ever try this with me again, things like that. So I think that's part of the problem, and we should see ourselves as messengers until we get this justice. That's when we can actually get the trophy. Concerning the toxicology results that they say is ready, I want to believe it's ready for you, and I want to believe that we are going to get the positive result. I don't want to be pessimistic. I would just implore us to, in search. Welcome in, pretty babe. I see you. Thank you. In our search for justice, let's find a way to, take a deep breath, relax, take care of ourselves, and know that it's only the living that can celebrate the win. So I hope I will just pause here for now. Thank you, pretty babe.
Yeah, thank you so much, Queenie, for that wonderful one. Togetherness is the word. Togetherness is the word. Yeah, we can still make something happen if we work together. We can still make something happen if we work together. I actually appreciate that. Yeah, and just like you said, let's hope we get the right result and the right thing is being interpreted for us. Okay, yes, Alimen. Where's the money you are owing me?
My lawyer will pay you, don't worry.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Alimen is owing me.
Hey Joe, provide your account balance now. Sorry, provide your account, paste it.
Okay, no problem. Olayinka is paying already, so no problem. We'll go now. Yes, Alimen, let's have
Thank you. And what is going on? So I'm trying to show for Mejeje Paco. But I'm just here before I will be dropping again. I'm just here to give everyone one or two advice. I want to tell every one of us that we should try to balance our life. We should try to balance our life no matter what is going on around us now. Let's try to balance our life. How do we balance our life? It's for us to look at what is happening, stay put, think, digest for yourself. See, there are some things you don't need to call people. There are some things you don't need to tell people. I even hear I even hear this is so. Like that thing will not only complicate the issue. In fact, it will even render you that you are saying you hear it will render you useless. That is the fact. People will hear what you said, they will think about it and they will like, yes, anime you tell Polosha. Yes, anime she you understand? You will just try to render yourself useless. See, and if care is not taken, this is justice from over there. No be shere can be out. If you don't know what you are carrying, if you don't know what you are doing, you will you will sell you will not even sell. You will dash out your credibility for this justice from Mohbad. You will dash out that person you are, your inner mind, your mental health, the real person you are. You will dash it out for justice from Mohbad because people will listen to whatever you want to say because you are so eager to pass out some things. Also, you are so eager to hear some things. You are so eager to tell people you are that statement. Don't try to broadcast. People will listen to someone like, is this person changes anime polosha? Is yes anime normal? Changes anime monkoton shesha? Please, as in there is this saying in the Bible that when everything is scattering, like one must it will get to a stage in our life. Let's stay put. Let's try to control our inner mind. Don't let any information to push you. See, people who know me, we are more than 200 plus here. You can never see me that I DM you and I'm jam talking. I don't do that. Because the thing where they go call you, say, yes, anime, yeah, that's the way you talk. Can't repeat and mama, shebala blue. I don't do that. Try to put yourself in order. It's not everything you hear you will be broadcasting. It's not everything you hear you be calling ish. We hear this thing, ish. We hear that. Some things, common sense. Common sense should tell you that, oh, no. I don't need to talk about this. It's not making any sense. It's not adding up. Even if you will now talk about it, make sure people are talking about it before you two can also talk about it. Come and say, now from yes anime mouth we hear. Don't allow this justice from Mohbad of a thing. Don't allow it to finger your mental health. Don't allow it to change who you are. If you don't know, some people in this justice from Mohbad, they've already lost their credibility. That is the fact. You will see Agbalagba that is doing like Okonu in this justice from Mohbad. You will see Omakekere that is very wise in this justice from Mohbad. You will see a mother that is acting like a kid. You will see a father that is acting like a child. I believe many of us, we've seen many things that is happening in this justice from Mohbad. So please, stop. If you've been doing it, you need to stop. Don't stop dashing out your own credibility. Stop dashing out your prestige. Stop dashing out your as in the beautiful you, the real person you are. Stop dashing it out because you want to relevant, because you want to be on top of the game, because you want to be the one to just yes. Information. Even when they arrest also person, now me first year, you don't need it. You don't need it. Let's learn. Let's use everything that has happened. Let's learn from it. It's very, very important. It's very, very important so that people will not like, people if Mr. A will talk, they will yab you. Mr. B will talk, they will yab you. Mr. C will talk, they will yab you. Now ask yourself, you know the shame? You know the tire? And know who you are dealing with. Know the people you are talking to. Know the people you are giving information to. Know the people, when you hear something, know the people you relate that thing with. If you know that the people you are relating things with, then stop relating with them. When you hear it, go to your room. Talk to yourself. Say all those things that you want to say to people. Say it to yourself. Talk to yourself. So that people will not look at you and like, lady, yes, anime, you could tell. I really love Polo. Stop compromising issue for your own self. Please, my lovely family, this time will pass but by the time this time pass, I hope people will not start bringing your voice notes out. By the time this time pass, I hope, that's in the pain though. That laugh the pain. I hope by the time this time pass, people will not start bringing your past out. Everything you've said, when Arifa was, where Arifa was, and when Westo was, where Westo is, I hope people will not be bringing your record out. What you've said, you will go to social platform, you will talk. You go to each platform, you will talk. You go to you will talk. You go to you will talk. You will talk. Everything you are saying, people are listening, and they are recording you. I hope by the time these people come out, by the time they play your voice notes, I hope you will be proud of yourself. I hope you will not go, you will not cover your eyes in shame. It's you that want to tell. Those people you are telling that they don't have brain to know that Lagbaja Debi, you are the one that want to say it. Mouth speak, PRO Aloba, PRO Wunmi, PRO Nigeria, Emurasio. But my own advice is this. This time shall pass. But when this time pass, I hope your own pass. When this time was passing, I hope your past will not send you back. Will not send you away from this justice of Mohbad. I hope that. Thank you, my family. My brother. Thank you.
Don't go. Now, to add to what Yes and Amen said, there are people that when they wake up in the morning, they pick their phone. They call like 5, 6, 7 people and begin to ask them, any update, what is the latest, what are you looking for? You are the one that is causing wahala for yourself. At the end of the day, you will come to TikTok and be shouting, I want to delete TikTok because of justice for Mohbad. This justice for Mohbad said, I am tired. This justice for Mohbad, I am fed up. But you are still the same set of people. When you wake up in the morning, you will begin to call this one, call that one, call this one, call that one. What is the latest? What is the latest? What is the latest? Now, maybe you don't know. Just like Yes and Amen said too. When you are on the phone with people talking about justice for Mohbad or anything, are you sure they are not recording you? Are you sure your voice note is not being kept somewhere? Okay, shall I know what you are going to say? Whether you are going to talk about justice, whether you are talking about each talk, and you don't know that the person you are talking to is faithful and loyal to each talk. The person will record your voice, send it to each talk. You are talking to someone else. You don't know if the person is loyal and faithful to Yes and Amen. Queen of Fena, they say, talk self-tire me. If somebody call you and the person is asking you a question that you think and you know that this is a general question, you can decide not to answer the question. Because if somebody calls you and the person is asking you 1 + 1, and you believe that 1 + 1, everybody should know 1 + 1 is 2, but the person is now coming to ask you what is 1 + 1, you should know that that person is either the person wants to hear something from you. So please, ladies and gentlemen, stop giving yourself mental stress, mental wahala. Stop troubling yourself, looking for information where it is not. Okay, now, all of the information that you have gotten, all of the information, okay, now, let me tell you. Max, Sonia, please mute your mic, please. Let me ask you this question. Max, let me ask you this question. You waka. You go jam information. What is the essence of the information you jam? What is the essence of the information that you jam that you cannot bring to the general public? What is the essence of the information that you jam that you cannot say on the internet? What is the essence? You call, you jam. You now jam information, and at the same time, that information which you jam, you cannot say it on the internet. And the person that even give you the information is saying, please don't share the information. Yeah, what is the essence of that information for you?
You know what come out Wunmi.
So what am I trying to say in essence is that some of this pressure that we are mounting on ourselves, we are causing it on we are bringing it on ourselves. We are the cause of some of this problem. We are the cause of some of this problem. But I'm just gonna take, that has been said, please. This justice for Mohbad movement, it has changed. You also need to change. The momentum, everything has changed. The strategy has changed. Don't look for information where it is not lost. Don't look for information where it is not lost. What is your own? Your own is analyze. What are you looking for? God is going to help us. Maxonia, let's have you. Pretty babe, welcome in. I see you, pretty babe. Maxonia, let's have you.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I just have little to say this night. I don't have much to say. Like what our sister Yes and Amen say, she have said everything all. And coupled with the one that you just said too. Some of us are looking for what we can never find. Waiting
is granted. The properties of the deceased are deemed to be vested in the chief judge of the state wherein the deceased resided. So since Mohbad is a subject of Lagos State, everything that belongs to Mohbad right now is under the hand of the state. Automatically. Any attempt to get anything from Mohbad is stealing from the state. Be careful, be warned. It must be noted that letter of administration is granted upon application by a person entitled either personally or through his legal practitioner to the probate registrar. The application can be submitted by the legal practitioner on behalf of the proposed administrators. Baba lawyer can submit an application on behalf of him to take charge of the whole Mohbad property. But a legal practitioner cannot be made a co-applicant on a sole applicant. Yes. This is one of the many differences between the application for grant of probate and letter of administration. As there are specific persons that can be granted the powers, usually forms issued to the applicant are to be returned upon completion to the probate registry. Furthermore, grant of letter of administration is ideally to be made within it is very best that it is ideally to be made within 3 months in Lagos State or 6 months in Abuja from the death. That is made within 3 months, okay, from the death of the testator where he died, intestate. And every application for grant of letter of administration are usually published to allow for objections and the filing of caveat. So as things stand now, I don't think anywhere Wunmi has applied for administration in the first place, because they have to publish it online in case anybody want to object that now only you get them. That has not been done. Now, it is understandable. If you guys have questions at any point, okay, or to make some things clear, please hold me so that I can slow down, not to come back on it again.
So at this point, the administrator right now is the Lagos State government, because this case is state government case, right?
Mohbad automatically.
Yeah, so automatically the state should have taken charge one way or the other.
It's automatically under the state. There's nothing anybody can do about that. Anything anybody does is illegal. They said to access this property, you need a letter of administration.
Yeah, so but what I'm saying now is that so the house needs to be locked down without
Let me continue. It is understandably in the interest of security, transparency, and continuity that one person cannot be granted the letter of administration. It can only be granted to at least 2 people and a maximum of 4 persons. Only one person can be, but 2 or more. The only exception is where a trust corporation or the administrator general is appointed as sole administrator. I don't think Mohbad has done that when he was alive. Now, a person entitled to apply for grant of letter of administration requirement, there is an order for who there's an order or priority for who can apply as of right for a grant of letter of administration under the law, listed as follows. A, husband or wife of the deceased. Wunmi. B, children of the deceased or the surviving issue of a child who died in the lifetime of the deceased. Father or mother of the deceased. Mohbad. Father or mother of the deceased, or the surviving issue of a child who died in the lifetime of the deceased. We will come to the surviving lifetime of the deceased. Brothers or sisters of the deceased of full blood, and the children of such brothers or sisters who died in the lifetime of the deceased. Adura, blessing and Adura. Blessing at Adura. Brothers or sisters of half blood of the deceased. Tani, we no get. I'm about that one. Uncles. Darosha. Uncles and aunts of full blood, or their children too. Darosha, Muyiwa. Creditors of the deceased. Mohbad, they owe anybody money? I don't know. The last one, Administrator General.
Creditor, if the whole Sabinari claim is owing him 2 million naira.
This film will get episode. You get season 1, episode 1, 2, 3, season 2, episode, season 4, infinity. Make this issue not go become unresolved. I beg. Now, that was it. Documentary requirement. Before initiating the process, it is the A is the people that have the right to apply. But B now the document needed for whoever that it may concern. Not be me, Papa Dano name, no idea. Mohbad no me money. B, documentary requirement. Before initiating the process, it is imperative to know and have ready all the required document that will be needed as itemized below. That will be needed as itemized below. 1, Roman figure 1. Application letter addressed to the probate registrar, either in Ikeja or in Lagos, and containing the following: full names and address of the deceased, date of birth of the deceased, place of residence of the deceased shortly before his death, full names and address of the proposed administrator. If Nababa, for example, is a proposed one. The Roman figure 2. The application letter shall be accompanied with the bullet number 1, death certificate of the deceased. Kuramet Hospital. Kuramet. Bullet number 2, passport photo of the deceased. Bullet 3, passport photo of all the proposed administrators. Baba, Dora, Wunmi. Bullet 4, ID cards of all the proposed administrators. Voting ID. Last one here. Phone numbers of the administrators, beneficiaries, and close relation of the deceased, which may be either father, mother, brother, or sister. 3, filing and submission of the following forms together with the payment invoice. Application for a grant of letter of administration without will. Oath for administration without will, in bracket. Administration bond without will. Inventory. Particulars of freehold, leasehold property left by deceased. Particulars of freehold / or leasehold property left by the deceased. The document of the house, Mohbad by the house, the document will come outside. Anybody waiting with the house now, government property, the TV, everything Mohbad now belong to government. Get sense. Declaration as to next of kin schedule of death due by the deceased. 4. The bank certificate will be given to you after you have paid for the form fees. 5. Gather all the assets of the deceased, both movable and immovable. Get the balance standing to the credit of the deceased stamped on the bank certificate and resubmit for assessment. 6. Payment of all requisite estate fees as assessed. 7. Scheduling of an interview at the probate registry to confirm that the information you provided the court and the probate is true. 8. Publication in the newspaper or the gazette in order to allow the public or any interested person the opportunity to object and file a caveat to the grant of letter of administration to the applicant. A period of 21 days is usually pegged for taking of objection on the application. 9. If no objection is received within 21 days, the file will move to probate judge's office for necessary action. 10. Upon assessment at the probate judge's office, if every information in the file is confirmed and there are no complications attached to the file, then the letters of administration will be granted and issued accordingly. Alright. This is everything. So this letter of administration, before I go to another one, this is legal advice. Before I go to another one. So first of all, just want to say this, that Kuramet death certificate, I don't know what Kuramet keep coming to my mind. There's no death certificate as things stands. Read the rest.
Please wait.
Listen, guys. Pythagoras, you no service of problem. Go on.
When you said that the
Sorry, guys. When I say read the rest, please don't misquote me. Okay? I have other headings here, like child custody in Nigeria. Okay, one is a topic on its own. Another one, a guide on divorce procedure in Nigeria. Another one, the legal right of spouses in marriage. Another one, estate planning. Another one. So I have many. And I also have this one that I read, which is administration. Okay, so this is what I mean, please. That's a different topic entirely. Okay, so let's not misquote it. I started with this one again that says child custody in Nigeria fallout. This is something else. Guide on divorce, step-by-step guide up on application for letter of administration. I have read everything in that one, so I don't want to go to other heading. If I go to another heading, it will divert us away from here. Yeah, and I have the first one, overview of statutory marriage in Nigeria. Yeah, go on now.
Yeah, I was saying, that right now, two things I want to say. Number one, I want to say that for the fact that the state is the administrator of Mohbad's entire estate, right? Mm-hmm. So right now, they should have written letters to, automatically it is they are in charge, right? But what I'm saying is that, do you not think that property that they are still living in right now is supposed to be locked, even if they choose not to lock it for the investigation? But by the law, by the provision of the Constitution of Lagos, you understand? They should.
It has not been transferred yet. They can be living, but the properties have not been transferred yet. The family,
the administrator,
family are still living in the house. Yeah, so we're talking about they can continue to live there. But when we're talking about transfer, new ownership, for you to own it, you have to go through the process. It's possible.
No, the administrator are the state.
You can continue to live there, okay, as a family of the deceased. There's no issue here. In fact, they can even do it customarily if they want. They can do it customarily if they want.
Who is the administrator?
Customarily.
Who is the administrator of that property right now? As it stands now, automatically, is it not the government?
No, as it stands right now, it's the government, because Mohbad is subject to the government as it stands now.
Yes, yes. So at this point, that I'm saying now is that it's only the government that can allow somebody to stay in that property for now. Right? upon the provision
The
of
the family, as long as they have their particulars, everything, they can live in that house.
No, if they have it, but it has to go to the probate before they can present all those.
Unless they want to do transfer. Anytime they want to do transfer, they must go to the
process. They have to go to probate.
The government can't just come and chase all of them out of the house. I mean, logically, it doesn't make sense.
Okay. I'm just saying what the law states anyway, but it's okay. Nigeria will do it now.
To transfer
number two,
the property from one ownership to another, you need to go through the process.
Yeah, so number two is that English, that word that was used, death certificate that was used, is it me or you that is changing it, or is it the police that make a wrong statement saying that a death certificate was issued?
See, our police are professional, just like our Wunmi fans have continued to say. Our police are professional, they have not made any mistake, okay? They are doing their job very well, all right? And so, we want to believe that whatever they say, we'll hold them responsible for it. There's no forgiveness there. Whatever the police have said, we'll quote them. They said death certificate was issued. And when they went to Wunmi house, they said they...
This process I know. You know, ẹni tó wà ní detention ló mọ nǹkan tójú ẹ̀ rí. That day tí energy queen wá pé Arífá níbẹ̀ kò sí wà.